Maria Bristol, such a wonderful educator and author. Thank you so much for being a part of my children's lives. Yes, I remember you, Scarborough Methodist. Good morning to you as well. Mr. Dr. Duke, thank you from your busy schedule coming to sit with us. We definitely had a wonderful conversation with you. And of course, my good friend and sister, Anola, thank you for your wonderful scrubs and thank you for making me a part of the process. And, for those of you who are just watching, I would have given you a rundown of what is going on today. And now we get to speak to the man behind the Beard Boss franchise. He's no stranger to you guys. Akeil Andrews, owner, proprietor, and he brought this concept to life. And we're so glad that he's here with us today. Akeil, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
It's like looking at, planting a seedling and allowing yourself to watch it grow and come to fruition.
Yes.
Yeah. How did the Beard Boss idea even come about? Let's start there.
I always wanted to have a business that is unique to, your beard.
Mm-hmm.
The family I come from, the Andrews family, that's what we are known for. We're known for having healthy beard, right? So it's something that I wanted to actually get myself into, right? I spoke about the Andrews family, and I'm saying that we are also a family of very well-known entrepreneurs. It's a family of business, and it all started with my grandfather, Dalton Andrews, the late great, right? And it's passed on to my uncles and the generations after that, just myself, my siblings, my cousins, etc. Right? So this started in 2020, right? And I started off with just a beard oil, Hercules Mint fragrance. That's our signature fragrance. And since then, the line has grown into having another fragrance, which is soft lemon coconut, and now we have a shampoo.
Right.
So it has grown and it continues to grow.
What is your clientele like? Is it like a vast spectrum of male clients?
Definitely. Well, January this year, I released a calendar, a bearded calendar, right? Unique to, of course, Beard Boss.
Yeah.
Right. So it signifies my ambassadors for each month. So it's 12 gentlemen, including myself, right? And on that calendar, what you see is an array of different gentlemen from different walks of life.
Wow.
Young, middle age, I wouldn't say old, right? So I would say that my brand caters to anybody from the age of 18 to probably 55, right? Because it's for really the modern day man, right? A modern day man isn't somebody who is just 18 or just upcoming in their 20s or 30s, but it's just a man who believes in self-care and loves self-care, right? Because taking care of your beard is a part of self-care.
Yes.
Right, of course, whatever you put into your beard, it goes straight into your skin. So it's like a care for yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Right, so it's for any man that's enthused about their beard's health, and of course their skin as well too. Right, because the products are natural. Natural oils are actually employed in the products to ensure that it's great. So, yeah.
What about graying? Because I know some people have concerns. Oh, I'm getting gray. What does the oil help in that? Because I've gotten so many questions, so many lamentations about, oh, I'm getting gray and my beard is gray, and does it any of the ingredients help with that?
It does not. However, the brand actually allows you to embrace yourself.
Okay.
Right? A part of self-care is loving who you are as a person. Right? Grays are part of maturity.
Oh, yes.
Right? And funny that you said that, because one of my ambassadors, Mr. April, I believe, Dave Elliott, he's one of, I believe, Tobago's very well-known bearded gentlemen, and he's also in this sphere as well, in the camera field and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Right. So he was actually one of my ambassadors, and Dave is very well known for his gray beard, and he's one of my ambassadors and, uses my product all the time. Right? So for me, I'm all about embracing that embracing journey, because that's a part of self-care.
Definitely.
Right? So no, my products cannot help to die,
Mm-hmm.
but it helps to enrich. Right? It's, as I said, healthy beard growth.
Mm-hmm.
So it allows for your beard to be healthy. Right?
And
So
lush,
so it strengthens your roots. So shred is prevented. That's part of being healthy, because you could have a full head of hair like yourself, but it could be very thin. Right? So the oils actually assist in thickening, moisturizing. So it's
Right.
actually easier to manage. So a comb can easier pass through, right? The beard, etc. And of course, it's an anti-itch and anti-dandruff as well. So, some gentlemen, they are not keen on growing a beard because it tends to itch them. They might say, nah, it's
Yeah.
scratching me. I don't want to grow anything on my face. But the oils actually assist in, taking the itches away and taking that dandruff from inside. So it actually encourages you to embrace your manhood. Because, it's only us we could grow the beard.
Right.
So it's important for us to embrace our manhood. And then, of course, we have the shampoo, which allows for your beard to be clean, because it's important. Because, germs will be trapped inside.
Accumulates, yes.
Germs be trapped inside your beard, so it's important to have it cleansed. So yeah.
So if you must grow one, then it needs to be healthy.
Of course.
It needs to be clean.
Yes, because a part of healthiness is cleanliness.
Yes.
Yeah, because it goes back to your hair right now.
Yeah.
You can't have a full head of hair and it's not clean.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be clean.
Right.
And it's gotta smell
Exactly.
good.
And because of the fact that your beard is actually on your face, when people lead in for a hug or a kiss,
Yeah.
And of course, you want the oils to be, as I said, well fragrant, smells good. So the fragrances aren't too loud. They are very mild, so that it won't compete with your cologne, because as men, we want to smell good as well too.
Yes, definitely.
We don't want anything to compete against.
What inspires Akeil Andrews? What inspires you?
I inspire myself. I'm self-motivated because I know the vision that I have for me. And I know that by the grace of God, if it's not up to me, then who is up to again?
Yes.
And of course, I have a son, so I'm also inspired. He inspires me because he actually makes me to be a better person.
I love that.
Yeah. And, I don't think that we see a very healthy representation of Black men and Black fathers. So it's important that I represent that for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the fact that you said that, because I remember we were talking during the book club segment, and we did touch on representing ourselves and our children
Yeah.
needing to see us represented.
Definitely.
Our nieces, our nephews need to see us
Yeah.
being successful.
Yeah, I think that we are in a space now, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, where we have, a high crime rate. It's, of course, majority of that is men, unfortunately, right? So it's important for me to show my son and, other young men out there that, a strong representation of what a man should be. Being a businessman, well educated, honest, diligent, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about what's next. What's next for you? Let's go there. You were telling me about a new location.
Right.
Yeah, let's talk there.
Well, the sky is the limit for Beard Boss. Definitely. Right. What I can say is what's next is expansion in the product line for Beard Boss. Right. We are coming with something very new and exciting for the next year. Right. Bigger and better things are ahead. Right. We are currently at 7 locations. 6 in Tobago, 1 in Trinidad.
Right.
Right. Our most recent is at Penny Savers Pharmacy, which is located in Canaan and Canby. Right. So that is our newest location. We're also at Waterfront Pharmacy. That is located opposite KFC in Scarborough. Right. We are at Hysteria Fashions, which is at Dutch Fort. We are also right here at the Port Mall at Island Boys Barbershop, 3rd level Port Mall. The barbershop that's closest to the elevator side. We're at Tobago Wick. She recently moved to upstairs Rashad's men's store that is in Canby. So we're there as well. We are at NIS Beauty. That is located in Trinidad. It's our Trinidad outlet.
Right.
Right. NIS Beauty is located at Excellent City Center in Port of Spain.
Excellent. Yeah.
right? So that's opposite, that's, in a mall right there in town, Independence Square. And I'm also at another barbershop location at Milford Court Plaza called Comfort Zone Barbershop. My ambassador there is Shaka, so he is the barber that sells my products.
Right.
So we are also there. So that's the 7 locations that we're at. So the sky is definitely the limit for Beard Boss, and only up from here.
Yeah. What about the Trinidadian demographic? Are they embracing
Definitely
the Beard Boss franchise?
Definitely. I recently had an experience with TIC, whereby the THA would have sponsored myself and some other entrepreneurs, the Division of Finance, right? So we would have journeyed down there at Center of Excellence in Macoya, and we had an amazing time. Of course, it was a part of the THA assisting entrepreneurs in growth and development. This is actually a TIC right here. This is a TIC setup right here, right? And this is my calendar that you see here, the orange graphic here. This is the calendar with the 12 gentlemen here. Yes, and these are my ambassadors here. Yes, so this experience was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so it allowed my product to, I would say, get that recognition in the other island, because you want to be embraced outside of the Tobago shores, right? So as I said, something big is coming up, bigger things are coming. So we're actually in the process of, negotiating with other Trinidad outlets to have the product shelved at their space. So definitely.
What about, and this comes to mind, what about the tourism sector? How do you see yourself in that regard? Is Beard Boss going to be one of those franchises that we see at these expos, or we see, being represented? Because that's what we want at the end of the day.
Well, I'm happy that you said that on air so that the relevant persons can actually hear that and give me the opportunity, right? So that's a plug, right? So I'm happy that you said that. Yes, I would love those opportunities. I believe that those things are definitely in the pipeline. As I said, TIC was just a foot in the door, right? So definitely looking forward to that exporting factor and, all of those bigger and better things to come with Beard Boss.
So in terms of running the business aspect, is it just Akeil? Who is on Akeil's team? Is it a team of you guys?
Well, I am the owner of the business, yes,
Right.
But I have the support of my family, of course. Right, I have the immense support of my family who would assist in the packaging and the labeling, etc. Because this isn't easy. Owning a business isn't easy. This is actually my second business. I have Ties and Nuts, which was launched in 2018, which is still an ongoing business as well. So I manage the 2 of them, right? So it's definitely not easy, but I have the support of my family, especially my sister Keisha. She would be, right there with me, assisting in the actual mixing of the products, etc. But of course, as time goes by, the business is growing and is getting, of course, larger. Then of course I will have to increase the size of my team.
Yeah, I'm seeing where you would be having to increase the size of your team, because I'm feeling the positivity in your vibration.
Yes.
And it's not even the sky that is the limit. I mean, it's even further. If there's something further than the sky,
I know, right?
Then
yes.
that's where we want to head.
Yeah.
But what would you say to the viewers watching if you had to speak to upcoming entrepreneurs? What would you say to them today?
Don't give up, but also remember that God is in control. Because I think that one thing that we do is we tend to focus solely on the positives where our business is concerned. We glamorize it. But outside of that positive, there's also, I wouldn't say a dark side, but sleepless nights, the early mornings, the late nights. There are months where things wouldn't be as great as previous months, for example. But it is also important that you remain consistent, because consistency is key in any business. Doesn't matter if you're into the beauty industry or if you're in the construction industry or whatever field that you are in. It's definitely important to remain consistent, right? Because people are looking on.
Mhm.
You may think that people are not looking on, but people are definitely looking on. So,
Yes, they
yeah.
are. And how do we find you? I know that there are inquiring minds that want to know. How do we find Beard Boss? How do we find Akeil Andrews?
All
Your
right.
number, social tags.
Sure, no problem. Well, I would have mentioned the outlets, the 7 outlets, right? Outside of the outlets, you can call me at 475-9632. That's 475-9632, right? You can follow my Instagram and Facebook pages at Beard Boss TT. That's the Facebook and Instagram name, right? So you could follow there. And of course, we also do delivery as well at a small fee.
Right.
The Trinidad customers, some of them are not able to visit the Port of Spain outlet because, as you know, the demographic is much larger in Trinidad. It's
Right.
much larger,
Yeah.
right? So TT Post options are also available for them. I do TT Post deliveries every Friday to
Wonderful.
my Trinidad clientele. So some may be in South, they are not unable to visit the East-West corridor. So we have you. And as I said, the brand is growing and more shelf space will be coming on in the Trinidad space before the end of the year, definitely. So, of course, I'll be more accessible
Yes.
to those in and around the island and the country because it's nationwide now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we are nationwide, and it only gets better from there.
Of course.
From our family to yours, Akeil, we want to wish you so much blessings
Thank
and peace and love and light, and of course, success in whatever you endeavor to do.
Thank you.
So we want to thank you so much for joining us on Brunch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and that's it, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for viewing Brunch. But before we go, let me just take you back to our trivia question for today. In the 1960s, what were the names of the 2 cargo ships used to service our sea bridge? And the answer is the Scarlet Ibis and the Bird of Paradise. Yes, the Scarlet Ibis and the Bird of Paradise. So you guys learned something today. Thank you so much for joining us on Brunch. Remember, we are back here on Friday. Do not miss our Money Matters. Do not miss our Culture Corner. Do not miss our Eye on Bago. And of course, Life Diaries. We will see you on Friday. From our family to yours, have a blessed day, and we wish you nothing but blessings, peace, love, and of course, light. Have a good day. Bye-bye.